Hello, who's there? Hello, Manus McGuire. What's up, man? Any thoughts on MMA? Hello, Afro Tank. Hey, buddy. Well, I'm a fan of MMA. In fact, I used to follow MMA a lot, especially when I was in high school, but I don't follow it as much as I used to. And I would like to get into MMA, but probably in my 30s. I want to get as strong as humanly possible first, and then transition to MMA when I can't get any stronger. When I can't get any stronger, I'll probably be in my 30s and 40s. I'll transition to MMA. Who's my favorite heavyweight? I mean, obviously, I'm a Brock Lesnar guy. I like Bobby Lashley. I did like George St. Pierre. I like Miracle Crow Cop. I like a lot of fighters, actually. And I do like Alistar Overeem, and he's coming back actually. Let me up see the comments. In fact, Alistar Overeem is his next fight. Thoughts on 5x10? Hey man, 5x10 is halfway there through 10x10, which is my pseudonym. So, and it builds muscle. You get strong. I like 5x10. And how long would it hypothetically take you to be in a position to compete at a regional level in Olympic weightlifting? Well, it would take at least 5 to 10 years. You have to just get really strong, especially on the squat, front squat and back squat. Maybe gain enough weight, get your power clean, and snatch up at the same time. What advice would I give to a novice lifter? Just enjoy what you're doing. Just do it for the longevity. Enjoy the process. Don't rush things. Just enjoy every little ounce of progress you get. It adds up over time. Every little bit over time counts. You want to be able to do this forever. You want to be able to do this for 20, 30 years. Thoughts on 530 pound bent deadlift for 5 reps at age 21. 220 pounds, 5'11" height. That's a good deadlift. Just keep going. Keep going. you that's really a good deadlift so far, especially at 21. Especially for your size. You got potential to do 700 and over. Are you single? You're a handsome guy. No homo. Why, thank you. I am a handsome guy. And I'm single only by choice because not really looking for a girlfriend right now because trying to get the career ahead. Otherwise, hey man, ladies, watch out. But not right now because trying to get life together before girls get some of that Toby. Yeah, it's funny saying I'm a handsome guy. I used to look even better than this before. That's the funny thing. And even a few days ago, I was in the locker room. Yeah, locker room in the gym. Guys in the locker room saying I'm actually a good-looking guy. I was like, oh shit. You bulk to 300 pounds? No. Will I bulk to 300 pounds? Probably If I could bulk to 300 pounds without being a obese mess, maybe. But I'm actually looking to go a little down the scale over time because I think I'm about 275 even now. If I could get leaner at 275 or drop to maybe 265, 250, maybe maybe I would go up to back up depending if I get stronger. Favorite YouTube videos which are not fit lifting related. Oh, that's a good one. I mean, a lot of the YouTube I watch are lifting related, but I don't watch YouTube that much. If anything, if I'm not watching YouTube, I'm listening to music. I'm not really a heavy YouTube watcher, that's the thing. I'm on Instagram more, that's what I do. And if I'm on YouTube, it's either listening to people talk or listening to music. How much overall cardio weekly do I do? uh, Honestly, lately I haven't been doing much cardio as I should. I used to do more cardio. I used to do more cardio actually, but not as much as I should lately. If anything, the most cardio I do nowadays is at my day job. I'm constantly walking when I'm putting like hearing aids up to the past. I take one box, I keep walking. That's about the most cardio I even do nowadays, if that even counts for anything. Which it shouldn't because I would like to do more cardio again. Cardio is important. How many days a week do I train? Currently, 3. Now it's about like 3 or 4. 250 for you would be the best. You'd lose all your strength on your lifts initially, except deadlift because better leverages and pull ups and dips. But after a few weeks, you'd regain your strength. Yeah, 250 would be ideal weight for me actually. But honestly, even at 275, I lost some strength, but my deadlift is coming back. Even my squat's coming back. But it's also because I'm a little bit getting over injuries. My upper body took a hit, but it's also coming back a bit. I'm coming back slowly. As far as I mean, as far as weight on the scale, I don't care about that anymore. I don't care about that anymore actually. I just if I'm a little leaner, that's even better. If I'm leaner, healthier, stronger, doesn't matter what weight I am on the scale. I don't want to be a fat pig anymore. That's the thing. But if I'm a little leaner, if I'm a little healthier, and I'm stronger, I'll do it. But if I'm if I'm I don't mind getting a little fat. Obviously, I'm a little fat, but yeah, you get the point. Say Aaron earned an iron urn. Oh shit, that's a tongue twister. Aaron earned an iron urn. Aaron earned an iron urn. Yeah, there. You happy? What's my job? I'm a QA technician. I just check hearing aids for now. And if anything, that's just what I currently do. I'm just a temp. It's not my actual job. I mean, it's not my lifelong career. It's not my childhood dream. It's just something I'm doing for now. What would I have done differently during university days when I was at optimal time to train and eat? What would I have done differently? If anything, I would have actually trained differently. I would have trained the way I train now and spend more time studying so I wouldn't have spent too much time in the gym, or I would have gotten out of university in 4 years. That's what I would have done differently. Spend less time in the gym and more time more time to study, and more time to get out. But I don't regret it because number one, I finished, and number two, if I didn't do what I did in the gym and university, I wouldn't know what I know now. So I guess I can't change that. The only thing I would have done differently is the money spent on the amount of college I've gone to. I saw Ivan Makarov attempt 1102 deadlift. Yeah, I saw it. He's gonna break Eddie Hall's record, no doubt. Obviously, he's gonna break Eddie Hall's deadlift record. He was close. I also saw the 1190 deadlift he did in training. It was close to lockout. 1190 1 inch block pull or something like that. It's only a matter of time till he breaks the records. It's only a matter of time. He's gonna do it. The deadlift. Eddie Hall is stronger than him on every other lift, as far as I know, and one of the strongest ever on every other lift. So Eddie Hall's king to me. All right, what were my stats? Bodyweight, squat, deadlift, OHP, pull-ups before and after university. All right, entering university, right? Senior, finishing high school. I was 210 or actually yeah, I was 210 or 215, one of them body weight. I squatted yeah, I actually yeah, entering university I squatted 350 for a set of 5 and then just a cheap belt. Actually no, it was 360 for a set of 5 and just a cheap belt and 405 for one rep and just a cheap belt high bar. And I weighed like 210 body weight. And my bench was only 260 touch and go. Only 260 pounds was my bench. My deadlift, I've done, I believe I've done 505 for a set of 2 sumo. And 500 easy one conventional. And I've even done 2 sets of 2 at 485 sumo deadlift. And my OHP, it was weak actually. I've done a strict standing OHP with 150 pounds barbell. And pull ups, I believe I was able to do 10, 12 pull ups. In my weighted pull up, I don't think I've done a weighted pull up actually. The last time I've done it was my calisthenic days, and that was the year before. And after university, when I graduated, I've done a I've done my 700-pound deadlift in a powerlifting meet. I squatted 565. Actually, I squatted 560 in a powerlifting meet. Naked knee, low bar, ass to grass. No wraps, no sleeves. My bench in the gym was a paused 385. And I've done a 225 standing military shoulder press. A 225 standing strict overhead. And my pull ups are pretty strong actually. I believe I've done. What was my pull up actually? Well, I don't think I trained pull ups that much, but why my weighted chin up at 250 pounds body weight, I've done 160 pounds attached. And that was before the bicep tear. 160-pound weighted chin up, 160-pound weighted dip. Have I ever watched rugby league or rugby union? If so, which of those two sports do I prefer? I don't really watch rugby to tell you the truth. In my country, it's American football we have, USA. But I guess we have rugby in this country too. I know people that played rugby, but we have American football here. There's rugby here too, but I don't watch rugby. How many times a week do I squat, bench, and deadlift? I squat once a week, sometimes twice. I bench once or twice a week. I deadlift once or twice a week, just once a week. Do you think it's true that I am man hormones start to go down after 40? How would I deal with that? It might be true scientifically after 40 years old that hormones and test level starts to go down because you're hitting old age, getting closer to mortality. How do you deal with it? Just develop other things, just deal with it. That's what I would say, just deal with it, man. Just accept it. And accept that you won't be young forever. Accept that you're getting old, you won't be what you used to be. And I for one will say that I do not think you should even take TRT. And the only time you should take TRT is if you have crippling low testosterone. And you have to listen to a doctor. A doctor has to say you have crippling low testosterone. You need TRT to survive. Otherwise, TRT is not needed because TRT even is not safe for you. No matter what people say about TRT, it's not the safest thing. It's the safest way to take anabolics, but it's not the safest thing for you. It's just the least side effects because it's the lowest doses, but doesn't mean it's safe for you. It's not. It's still a drug. It still has side effects. There's almost no such thing as a safe drug. It's just not. You're just not abusing yourself with it like anyone who's trying to be the strongest or bodybuilder or champion does. Doesn't mean it's good for you. Because you still could have heart problems. You still could have side effects. You still could. It could. Whatever medical condition you have, TRT could still bring it out. It just is just less likely than when you take the doses people take today. All right. If I were only to do pause squats and RDLs in my training, that have affected my lower body development? I don't think it would have changed actually. I think actually that would still make it still as good because you're squatting with a barbell, pause squats. As long as you do a heavy weight, you'll have big legs, big quads, RDLs, get strong RDLs, you'll have hamstrings. So it would have changed as doing a regular squat and deadlift. Have I ever got my natural testosterone levels checked? If so, what was it? Never got it checked, but I would like to see it, especially once I get my numbers back up again. I assume it'd be pretty high, but not over the limit. How many times a week should a novice do the big three? At least once a week minimum. At least once a week minimum, just enough to get stronger at it and do enough workload. Thanks for the advice, Toby. Gotta go. Bye. All right, peace, man. Have a good one. How's training going? Well, strength is actually coming back now. So training is as good as it's been in months. All year it's been just upper body because I couldn't squat or deadlift because of my knee. All fall it's been more less emphasis on training, more emphasis on work and back school and stuff. School's finishing, so and I get to train more. Still looking forward, still working. My knees are pretty much a squat and deadlift again. Just can't overdo it. Hey Dean, how you doing, man? Do I enjoy my steak medium rare, or rare well done? I like medium rare and well done actually. I don't like a steak. I just don't. I like my food cooked. Even though people could get away with eating bloody meat, but when I don't eat my food raw whatsoever. Even eggs, I just find I used to eating the yolk not as cooked sometimes. But I normally like everything, all my food cooked. Do you think barbell bent over rows are underrated compared to the pull up? It's kind of equivalent to bands compared to OHP in this regard, so I'd expect people to love it more. Bent over rows are definitely underrated, but pull-ups are even more underrated and underutilized. I think every person, even if you're not a powerlifter, unless you're a powerlifter and your goal is to get as big pull as possible, focus on powerlifting. But if you're not a powerlifter looking to build muscle, looking to get strong as possible, obviously do the powerlift and especially do the pull up. I do powerlifts especially, but also overhead press and pull up. Those are the other two exercises I would add. Pull up because hey, pulling yourself up is a primal movement. We've been doing it since the beginning of nature, pulling yourself up. And overhead press, you're as strong as what you press over your head. And bent over rows are rated too because I mean, it's not as I think pull-ups are a better exercise than bent over rows, but bent over rows are still good, especially when you're going heavy and not cheating the weight. You could build a big back, big bicep, big forearms, and it still helps the deadlift, and even helps the pressing movements when you have to have a shelf. Would you ever go back for a year's worth of beard growth with minimal training along the way? No, I like my face actually. I don't want a beard. If I was an ugly dude, then yeah, I'll have a beard to make. Because when I'm ugly and have a beard, it, no one even will face. They'll just see the beard. They'll just see a big badass beard. But if you're handsome, I am. You don't. You don't need a beard. I look better without it. But if I was average looking or don't look as good, hell yeah, I'm gonna have a beard. Otherwise, I don't care that much. What did I study in school? Mathematics. Rear delt fly alternatives. I get severe shoulder pain at the top of the movement. Rear delt fly alternatives. Shoot. I have to think off the gate for this one. If anything, just probably do dumbbell rows or facials. That's the only thing I could think of. Or Pendley, yeah, Pendley rolls work. Thoughts of Kanye West turning his back on the black culture in a public statement. Eh, where do I go with this one? Well, Kanye, he's out of his mind, obviously. I don't support what turning his back on the black culture, but you also have to realize that Kanye is not in the right mind, too. He's kind of mentally unstable. He's mentally ill. He kind of doesn't even know what he's even talking about. He is not with us. So can't I don't think he's aware of what he's saying. Or he's probably just trying to be different. Or I think Kanye was also, or it's possible that Kanye was also trying to promote himself somehow, trying to stay some sort of relevant like celebrities do. So what do you do? Say something controversial that may piss people off, so people could see what you're about to do, and more people will like listen to your album or whatever you're trying to promote. Maybe he's using it as a promotion tactic. But I also think he's all just mentally unstable. The man is with us. But if you he's wearing yeah, he's animal. I'm not gonna talk more about it. Well, what did Kanye do? Kanye was just talking about slavery being a choice, and he was wearing a MAGA hat. I mean, I'm not gonna get into politics talk, but he was saying slavery being a choice, the MAGA hat at the same time. That's just, I mean, when you're black and talking about things that are against black people, then that's turning your back on the community. Best squat, deadlift, and bench variations. I guess you'll say front squat and pause squat, RDL, snatch grip, deadlift, incline bench press, and weighted dips. I wouldn't really say a weighted dip is a press variation. I would put in its own category, but I would maybe say overhead. I would say maybe like floor press or something, or any sort of accommodating resistance, or close grip bench, or different grip. Incline, I would say, but incline bench doesn't have much carryover. Front squat, obviously, and maybe low bar squat or high squat. RDL, maybe, or deficit deadlift, snap deadlift, possibly, or or maybe beltless, not beltless, touch and go, dead stop, banded, reverse band. Thoughts on far left black folk Hodge twins supporting Trump for general conservative values? Eh, well, I really don't follow the Hodge twins anymore, so I haven't watched their videos in years, so I don't know too much about that. And in general, I mean, people could believe what they want, even what they want. It's not what I agree with, but if you're black and you support Trump, I don't support that. I'll never agree with that. Because supporting a man and a party and a genre that really hates black people, I'm not gonna support. You could believe it, fine, but I'm not gonna support it, especially if you're black. If you're black and you support Trump, you're out of your mind. That's my opinion. I mean, I don't even really like it when white people support Trump, but you expect kind of for a white person to support Trump. But if you're black and support Trump, what the hell is wrong with you? But with that being said, if you want to support Trump, be my guest. Just leave that racism shit away from me. I don't want to hear it. Keep that political shit away from me. I don't want to hear it. You worried about the possibility of aliens living in our ocean and building an army of octopus to take over Earth? Until it happens, it's gonna happen. Otherwise, it's all poppycock. Yeah, poppycock. It's all bullshit, man. I don't even believe in those conspiracy theories. Bullshit. What drills do I use to improve my grip? Shit, man. I just do pull ups, bend over rows, especially without chalk, without straps. Sometimes grippers, but I haven't done grippers since bicep tear. Or I just do a lot of deadlifts. One arm hangs will definitely work. Pull up hangs work. But I would say the best things for grip, do a lot of pull ups, especially. Even weighted pull ups, weighted chin ups. No chalk, or chalk is fine. No straps. No straps on your rows. No straps on your chin ups and pull ups. That's the best thing for grip. Or even do hangs. Master Toby is student James in the middle of a squat workout. Hey yo, James, man. Get the squats. You're doing well so far. Keep it up, buddy. Toby, do you have any problems with lactose or milk products? Hmm. Slightly, but it's not gonna stop me from doing it. But it's not crazy. It's not crazy problems. Not nothing too crazy. My audio is glitching slightly. Oh no, maybe it's just a computer or something. I read that the six primal movement patterns: squat, deadlift, horizontal, vertical press, horizontal, vertical pull. I was wondering if lunges would be one because there's only two for legs. Yeah, lunge is a primal movement because when you take a step, what are you doing? You're doing a partial lunge. So when you pick something up in stepping forward, you have to lunge to do it. So I would say so. When are you gonna bring your Guma lady friend on the channel? What lady friend? But when I get a lady friend eventually, would I bring her on the channel? If she wants to. How often should I rotate exercises in order to prevent overuse injury? Well, just rotate them enough. When you stop getting stronger, that's when you rotate. Otherwise, you don't need to. And overuse injury just happens if you do it too much or you don't listen to your body. Otherwise, don't have to worry about it. Anyway, like I said, just overuse injury. Just stop when you don't get stronger anymore. When you peak, then you could change exercise. Sumo, all right, peace, Manus. Sumo carry over to conventional. Yeah, I say it's the opposite stance of any lift or variation stance of any lift that has the same bar path, like low bar, high bar, maybe wide grip, close grip, medium grip, sumo, conventional, snatch grip, deficit. Basically, same bar path, but different way of moving it for maybe same or more range of motion. They all have carryover. And it has to be the same equipment, like a barbell, dumbbell. Dumbbell for dumbbell exercise, barbell for barbell exercise, they have the best carryovers. So yes, sumo's probably the best carryover exercise for conventional. But if you somehow have an injury preventing you to do sumo, or you're not built to do sumo, find another deadlift you can do that'll have carryover. Toby, I was trying to get SSI for my mental issues, but my psychiatrist is playing games. It's rough out here for a pimp. How do I say that? Well, I wish you luck, man. Just hang in there, alright, man? Hopefully, you find the right person or get the right situation. Just hang in there. Who's my favorite powerlifter? I don't necessarily have a favorite powerlifter, but I like a lot of lifters. But I don't have a favorite. Just throwing names. Just tell me some names of lifters you like, and I'll tell you my opinions on them. How about that? But the real favorite lifter I like is myself, obviously, because that's the only person I care about. Best bench accessories for strength at the bottom. I would say any form of shoulder press, weighted dips help, and probably using bands or chains against bench or speed work. Dan Green. I like Dan Green. I mean, good squatter, good deadlifter. He's jacked. He seems like a chill dude. Good physique. He's got that long mane. Yeah, he's a good lifter. World record holder. Toby, do you get bored at work and slack off or just want to wake and bake 420, 365 days a year? Well, I don't wake and bake. I'm not at all a drug and alcohol user, so wake and bake is not really what I do. And do I get bored at work? Who doesn't? Do I want to slack off? Who doesn't want to, but kind of can't. You have to do your duty. Do I like Iron Lou? Yeah, Iron Lou, strong lifter, real dude, no bullshit, strong at everything. He's good at calisthenics. He's strong at the strongman. He's strong at every compound lift. But I'm obvious I am his shoulders. What I'm most impressed as in a athletic standpoint is his shoulder strength and how he's such a big man that could even do could do hard calisthenic movements like human flags and planche push-ups or planche with a weighted vest. That's like a 300-pound man doing those exercises you normally see 150, 160 pounders do. That's very impressive. I'll, Almost no one else can do that. And you're good at weights. He's really a titan. He is as strong as it gets. And he's built like a freaking grizzly bear. You mentioned bicep tear. Did I get surgery to fix it? No, I fear surgery because number one, if I don't train for a certain amount of time, I go crazy. And number two, as far as uh as far as surgery, I just am against surgery unless I really have to do it medically. When it comes to anything physical, I'll live with the pain I'll go to the therapy. I'll rest it if I have to. But I feel like surgery, it's gonna be even worse after surgery. The muscle will be worse, the joint will be worse. It'll never be the same again. It'll easily get hurt again. And I don't have the money to pay for the surgery. And it's not worth starting a GoFundMe. And I just rested my bicep. Thoughts on Nancy Pelosi being a MILF, also Morning Joy? Being a potential wife for you. Nah, she's too old for me. I'm sorry. She's too old for me. My taste in women, I would say late 30s is the limit. I wouldn't. For 40 years old and up, no. No way. Late 30s is the limit of how old I would go. Late 30s. No, no more than late 30s. I would not do 40 and up. And I wouldn't do Nancy Pelosi at all. Not that I'm not saying she's bad looking, but she's way too old. Are grip exercises important for the deadlift? Grip exercises are only important for the deadlift if grip is a limiting factor. Otherwise, just get a strong grip. Otherwise, just whatever your limiting factor for the deadlift is, work on that. Otherwise, just get a strong deadlift. Just deadlift, really. But if you have a weak grip, then getting a stronger grip will help you on the deadlift. Or if you compete in grip sport, then or arm wrestling, then having a strong grip helps. But for deadlift, if grip is your limiting factor, that's when you train the grip. Like if especially if you're in competition and you always miss the last deadlift or miss your goal deadlift because of grip, that's when you train your grip. If you have a whole gym, what special bars would you get? I would just get barbell and dumbbells and place to do weighted pull ups and dips. That's all. Toby, when are we gonna get our reparation checks? I'm only half black though. I'll get the rest when Congress needs to articulate this matter. Hey man, when we get our reparation checks, hopefully they'll give it to us, but just waiting for that day. Not the government. I don't have the answers. I'm just. But I'm with you on that. All the years of slavery, we need reparations. All the systematic oppression. But I'm not the most educated on the matter, obviously. But I guess I know very little. No, not really the most educated, but as a black man, I experience racism. Everyone has. I experience discrimination. I experience judgment. When it comes to racial matters and stuff and anything civil rights, I'm not the most educated on that. I'm not the most educated on politics. But I also just living as a black man, I know what it's like. How do I hit you up for training Insta? I'll put a link of my Instagram below and just hit me up for if you want to do online programming with me. It's a good deal. just shoot me a DM on my Instagram. Just private message me. I'll get you a good deal. Are behind the neck presses safe? If it doesn't hurt you, it's safe. If it hurts you, don't do it. It's just like that, you know? Toby, when are you going to do a full day of eating? Show us your pets. Honestly, I don't watch full day of eating videos at all. The last time I even watched anything remotely eating is when I used to watch YouTube more in college, not as much. My homeboy Beast Aesthetics, he was preparing for his bodybuilding shows. I would watch his videos, and he would show his eating. Beats Aesthetics, Devin Palumbo, natural bodybuilder, one of the best to do it. One of the best who's natural, good physique everyone should go for. Also strong, fit, everything somebody should go for when training or lifting weights. Lean, he's fit, he's strong, he has good muscle, he's healthy. That's what you should go for. Doesn't take steroids, so he's not fat, he's actually fit. He's strong. And I used to watch him when he was lifting with George Lehman a bit. Early YouTube days, they would have a crazy session and then eat a lot of, and then go have meals and probably go to Golden Corral or something or whatever, have plates of food. Otherwise, I don't watch those. Otherwise, I really don't watch full day of eating. Like Larry Wheels recently did a 300-pound full day of eating. I didn't bother watching because number one, I don't watch YouTube like that anymore. And number two, videos that long, I don't really watch at all because I only have so much time in the day anymore to watch videos that I have to work on myself, I have to work on job, I have to do other things. I can't really watch everybody for that long, especially people eat, you know? And I don't think people want to see me eat, but if I ever have to do a full day of eating video and it'll be interesting, I will. How to heal a QL muscle injury. What do you mean QL? Explain to me in detail. Arnold said that he worked out 5 hours a day. What's your opinion on that? I would take that with a grain of salt, actually. How could you work out 5 hours a day? Then again, Arnold worked out for a living, so maybe he did everything for 5 hours. Maybe he didn't work out 5 hours straight, but maybe he worked out 5 hours, so socialized for like 2 hours and 30 of it. Helped people, spotted people for 2 hours and 30 of it, and then 2 hours and 30 maybe worked out everything. Or maybe it was 2 hours and 30 session one, 2 hours and 30 session two, with a little socializing, a little eating, a little talking, and spotting people. 5 hours straight, take that with a grain of salt. You don't think bodybuilding is fruitless and people should strive to be both healthy and powerful and a cognizant of injury just doing natural powerlifting? I agree with that. But if you really want to bodybuild, go for it, man. Go. Do what you like to do or what you'll be most successful at. Not everyone has to powerlift, you know? If bodybuilding is for you, go for it. And if you want to take drugs to do it, fine. Maybe it's not the safest way, but if you think you'll be successful at it, if it's going to build a career for you, you have passion for it, no one's going to stop you. And as far as powerlifting goes, it's just especially for naturals. Powerlifting is really, and other exercises like calisthenics, overhead press, just the primal movements and being strong. Those are and while obviously not being obese, And being healthy, that's the best way for a natural to build muscle. Bodybuilding, the way they train over the years, it only works for people on drugs because you just have to do little machines, little cables, or don't have to lift that heavy. It's bodybuilding is really about what you get out of your doses. Toby, you should get some cheap equipment. Cheap stands for Olympic weightlifters, adjustable dumbbells to train at home. Well, I would, but I still live at home, obviously. So when I get a place on my own and I have room in my house, I'll train at home. But I would still train at the gym if I need a spotter, or if I have workout partners, I'll train at my home. Workout partners I'll trust, I'll train with them. Otherwise, I'll train at my gym and train at home sometimes. But but as for now, I don't. I like even this house right now. Even while when I was a teen, I didn't have workout equipment at home beside maybe a few dumbbells and a pull-up bar. Only because I wanted a squat rack. I wanted a bench press during high school, but there was no place in my house to put it. The only place there would be in my basement, but my basement is not a safe place to lift because my basement, I guess, is not really done. So can't really put a gym there. And the only thing I would remotely do is like put a squat rack and a bench press in my room, but my room's on the second floor. I don't want to just drop the bar. It goes through the roof. I'd rather go to the gym for that. Plus, I would need a spotter anyway, so sometimes, especially if I go heavy. Even though I could get racks, but rather go to the gym. So when I can't make it to the gym, do something light. Yeah, I would, but yeah, I wouldn't do it because my impulse would want to go heavy, and I would like to deadlift at home, but there would be no place to put the weights. Yeah, I'm not gonna carry the 45s all up and down the stairs. QL is a muscle in the lower back, deep muscle below the lower end of your spinal erector, above the glutes. All right, so let's see how to deal with the injury. Well, I would say see a chiropractor. That's what you do. See if you could find a chiropractor that could pop pop the lower back in place, and then strengthen the core and lower back, and do lower back friendly exercises. But if anything, see your chiropractor. If it doesn't get better, just rest it. See your chiropractor. Maybe physical therapy. Drinking black coffee right now. That's good, man. Toby, when are you gonna top my last curling video, brother? As far as the curling video, tell me how much you curled, and I'll see if I'll check out the video. I'll see if I can top it. As far as curls, obviously, my strict wall curl's weak, but hammer curl swinging, I recently did the 110s, 6 reps each arm, 110-pound dumbbells. And tell me how much you did. How to get get rid of shoulder clicking and popping during the exercise. Well, do you have a shoulder injury? Or how's your shoulder? If anything, maybe do rows or something. or face pulls. Train the rear delts. Rows and face pulls. 250 pound plate curl. 250 pound curled weight plate loaded. Check it. All right, I'll check it out, man. Yeah, if you have no shoulder pain, then I guess you're good so far. If not, then probably look at maybe mobility. Do mobility work. That would help. Maybe it'll fix your problem. Maybe go to Kelly Starlet. He's probably like the mobility guru, unless there are more now, obviously, but Kelly Starlet's one of them. I know. Or Kelly Baggett, I don't know. I think it's Kelly Starlet. Or go to mobility workout of the day, WOD, like CrossFit does workout of the day, mobility workout of the day. But yeah, probably get it checked out by a sports doctor or professional if it really worries you. Toby, can you explain to Nicholas that posterior chain abundant workouts are the best option and how his front squats and good mornings will hardly get him anywhere? That's actually not true, to be honest, because front squats and good mornings, that those are two of the best exercises. But posterior chain abundant exercises, those are also important. I agree with you on that one. It's good to do posterior chain abundant exercises, but front squats one of the best exercises. Good morning, also one of the best exercises. They will improve your back squat. Those are probably, if you front squat in good morning a crazy amount of weight, your back squat will be strong regardless. Because front squat helps with your core, it helps the quads. You stay upright on the squat because of front squat. It helps you not fold over. That's the value of the front squat. In good morning, you're putting weight on your back, right? Like a back squat, and you're training your posterior chain. So those are probably one of the best combinations to improve your back squat. If you have to not back squat and just front squat in good morning, your back squat will be good. And what else? You train your and good morning's one of the primal posterior chain exercises, but you could do more. But obviously, yeah, like you said, you do have to train a movement to be efficient at it. You could do those assistance exercises, but once you're done those assistance exercises, you go back to training the movement. And then when you train the movement, you have to train it for a while to carry over the starts. Toby, do I follow the Black Weasel on YouTube? He was once a Misker who did a dirty bulk to 275. Has a ridiculous bench, 485 touch and go. Wow, that's a good bench. And I don't know who he is, but strong dude regardless. Maybe maybe post a link on the DM or something. How can a fat guy like me do a clean grip front squat? You can still do it. Just work on the wrist mobility. Just work on getting strong. But honestly, for me, I don't have the wrist mobility or actually it's the fingers I don't have. My problem is my fingers give out. That's why I can't do more than one rep heavy on clean grip front squat. When it comes to rep work on front squat, I use straps. Or if it's too light, warming up, cross arm grip. Otherwise, I just hold the straps like this. But for one rep, I do the clean grip. Oh, I see Dad remembers my name. I'll send the link on IG. Since I can't, I'll go to live chat. Go ahead. Saving V card till marriage. If person wants to, go ahead. If religion says so, why not? Otherwise, do what you want to do. Do what you feel is right. Not gonna really judge people on it, you know? Just be careful. Try not to get in trouble. Thoughts on rounding up her back on deadlifts? You can round up her back. I mean, but if it comes to a case you're rounding lower back or getting hurt, don't do it. Or if you're getting hurt rounding upper back, just don't lift in a way that gets you hurt. Opinion on Zercher lifts if front rack feels bad. Explain what you mean. And I don't even do Zercher lifts, you know? But you could give it a try. Yeah, I don't do Zerchers, but I I mean I know Zercher squats. I know what they are, but uh Zercher lifts. If it's uncomfortable and gives you pain, do a different variation. Otherwise, learn from someone better that can tell you how to do it fine. I wouldn't necessarily do a Zercher lunge. I know what a Zercher squat is. I would either lunge with a barbell on your back or holding dumbbells. Thoughts on Oprah coming to visit Bill Cosby in prison? Well, I guess trying to make a story of why Bill Cosby did what he did. If Bill Cosby could maybe apologize or say what was going through his mind when he was committing those heinous rapes, or trying to get a story out of him for the public to listen to. But honestly, there is no story. We know what he did. It was inexcusable, unforgivable. But I guess Oprah wants a story because of Bill Cosby, because a lot of people kind of looked up to Bill Cosby on who he was on TV. They all felt let down. So they want to, I guess it's more of a Bill Cosby. Why did you do it? And how they can move forward. Maybe something like that. Thoughts on 17 or over, bend her over? The only, I don't know what you mean by that, to be honest, but I would say if it's what I think you're saying, make sure they're adults. Make sure they're legal. They have to be adults. In the USA, they have to be 18. That's the only thing I know. 18 or over. But at the same time, you people tend to lie about their age. Just be careful. But to stay on the safe card, if they look too young to you, or if they look like they're under 18, because some teenagers look like they're college students nowadays, or for a while they look like they're 18, 19, 20, even 22. They lie about their age. You can get in serious trouble. So be careful with the young girls and make sure they're truly adults. I would say to be on the safe side, make sure they show you their driver's license or ID. If they don't have a driver's license at all, don't do anything with them. If they're not, and with their driver's license, there has to be proof that they're 18 or older. And don't do anything crazy. Just be careful. Don't take advantage. Don't do anything unforgivable. Don't do anything to a girl that you wouldn't want another guy to do to your sister or mother. Don't do that. Be a better man than that. Be a better person than that. Is Jeff Say natural? No. I don't think Jeff Sade is natural. Is his physique achievable naturally? With good genetics, yes. It's achievable naturally. Is he a massive guy? He's not massive. Is Jeff Sade is he his what about his photos? A lot of them are photoshopped. But the only reason why I would say Jeff Sade is not natural is he stays lean all year round. And he has that photoshopped look. Yeah, if you stay lean all year round, that's a red flag. But he also eats well. And he does a lot of street recreational drugs. That's another red flag. If you do those drugs, what makes you think you would stay natural? You would even have no problem taking steroids if you go to raves. If you do that lifestyle and take street drugs. So you're really not about health and fitness when you do that. So he would have no problem taking low doses to have the physique to look good at the raves, look good for girls. Toby, how come my family, my Italian family disowned me? Do you think it has something to do with my dad marrying a black girl? Hmm. Your dad, I really don't know. Your dad marrying a black girl, your family, Italian family. Maybe. It could be, to be honest. But I don't know the situation. If it is, then sorry, man. You know? It's rough. And the bottom line is people are racist. And black people get the bottom end of the stick. You just have to do your best with yourself. Yeah. Sorry, man. Hang in there. I know it's not the easiest being mixed when I'm not mixed, so I don't know from that perspective, but being black and white families, maybe black people don't want you the black people don't want white people don't want black people, so it's like cats and dogs, and it leads to unnecessary drama and stress. But sometimes if it doesn't go anywhere, you just have to depart somehow or just find what you do like about it. Not every situation is perfect, and you just have to use that time to find an outlet and focus on yourself and get good at it. Do I watch Jason Blaha? Sometimes. I watch some of his videos. He has good videos. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my charger. Enjoy the painting. Pretty sure Blaha doesn't believe I'm natty. Blaha probably wouldn't believe I'm natty, but the thing is about Blaha, he doesn't believe a lot of people are natty, but at the same time, Blaha kind of would believe I'm natty. Do you know why? I comment on his video every few times, right? So he talked his recent video, right? He talked about Scooby and TRT, and I said, and then Blaha talked about if you're lean, strong, healthy, and fit, you're not natty. Then I commented what was actually true and have photo and video evidence of. I was 250 pounds lean. I benched 400. I squatted 600 without wraps and deadlifted over 700, and I was natural. And Blaha actually commented. He was like, "You can't hate on that." So he was like, "Okay, I'm telling the truth." So I guess he kind of believed. But at first, he did in an old video. I forgot what what video it was because he makes so many a day. I was like, I told when I was actually lean, I told my other lifts. He was like, I lift all this, yet I'm natural and I'm stronger than almost all of the YouTube fitness community. But now I guess he believes. Sopranos. HBO content. Did HBO content you to film the new Sopranos? Aspiring future aspirations on getting to adult film? Never, ever, never get into adult film. In all honesty, I would never even get into adult film. In fact, funny enough, I don't even watch adult film at all. No. Last time I watched adult film was in college, but then I stopped watching because I watched more TED Talks on how it destroys people, and then I started to think, you know what? They might be onto something. So I was like, you know what? Porn just adult film, porn, it just ruins the soul. It's human trafficking, it's exploitation, it's nothing it's nothing it's nobody's childhood dream. It's a disease riddled world. I mean, I understand people have to make money however way you want, but it's actually a cesspool. It's and it makes women crazy, makes men crazy, and those who are watching and addicted, it's perverted. And not just that, it makes men that watch, right? Men that watch porn, they have bad perception of woman, unhealthy perception of woman, and it just your relationship with woman, your idea of woman would be better if you don't watch porn. You won't. You'll have a better, cleaner soul if you don't watch porn. Porn just sucks the life out of you. I would suggest you to not watch it. Just get a relationship with a real woman. That's better. And porn just is degrading to women, and it gives men the wrong idea of how to behave. It's hard not to watch, obviously. Porn is addicting. It's a drug. The last time I watched porn was in college, and sometimes I have the urge to go back to watching, but I won't. I won't watch. I refuse. And it's a good feeling that you're not watching it. You feel healthier. Your perception of woman is better. Your relationship with women is better. And women kind of even sense that you're not a porn addicted robot. It's even better. It sucks the life out of you. What would my stage name be? How about you make a stage name for me? I'll see if I'll pass it. No fap, 3 months strong. Good, keep it up, man. Just stay away from porn. I'll make a video on that, why people shouldn't watch porn, but that'll be much later when I feel like actually making the video. Even though I kind of said it here, but it's the devil. The porn, and it's not even because of Christianity or religion. It's just bad for humanity. And it's bad for your mind. It's addicting. It could get you into trouble. It could destroy your mind. It could it could just destroy your perception of woman. It could just it could absorb you so much. So stay away from it. It didn't happen to me, no, but I'm not watching it, so it doesn't happen to me. So, and I feel much cleaner not watching that smut. Even though it's hard not to watch, but you can't just stay away from it. Just get a real girlfriend or whatever. Just stay away from porn. Hello there. Toby, can you outdo my 485 squat by 3 bare knee beltless? That's pretty good. I'm gonna check out that video. If I still had the knees for it, maybe I can do it. Can I sub to you? Hmm. If you sub to me, I sub back, you know? Oh. Any more questions, people? I didn't sub yet because I'm still in this video. But you could tell me when to sub. I mean, maybe after the video. Toby, am I getting my mom a Christmas present? Why wouldn't I? What do I think about weed? Loaded question, my man. Well, I would say any drug or alcohol, not really the best for you, but we all have ways to handle stress.
I can learn to
Oh, what
understand you
the
much
hell?
better if I can get familiar with the way you talk. I need your permission to help.
Get out of here, man. Hold on. Alright, so let me see. What do I think about weed? Alright, so weed, if if it's used in a healthy way, if it doesn't lead to anything that will harm you, if you're any way to relieve stress, that's not used in a negative way, doesn't get you into trouble, doesn't abuse people, go ahead. It's obviously bad for you, but a lot of things could be bad for you, you know? Eating too much could be bad for you, certain foods could be bad for you, other drugs could be bad for you, lifting could be bad for you, anger could be bad for you, abuse could be bad for you. Yeah, a lot of things could be bad for you, you know? Right here. But I wouldn't recommend smoking weed really, but if that's your last resort to keep you at peace and you do everything else healthy, then go ahead. If it doesn't lead you into a more destructive lifestyle, then fine. When you did no fat for 4 months, I obtained the most brutal strength, bro. It's a whole mentality. I guess more of the strength would also be mental because you're not being sucked in by a corrupt world or corrupt ideology, corrupt and destructive. All right. Hard to be friends with young people. I only have one old friend that I converse with. Yeah, I feel you. It's hard to be friends with people in general, actually. But you just need very few people. One friend is really all you need, actually. As long as that friend's good to you and you get something from that friend. You just need few people to care about, that's all. Just a little support system. Otherwise, all you need is yourself, your own company, and what you have passion doing. And maybe a few people who care about you. That's it. You don't need to be friends with everybody. You don't need to have a lot of friends. And most people are not friends with you anyway, so, you know, most people are not worth the trouble. Oh shit, the phone's about to die. Well, phone's you bench 415 by 6. What up, G? Well, phone's about to die. You about to do this next time. I'm gonna end it. Peace out, homies. Oh, how do I end this shit? Benching 100 pounds within my best squat equals fat as fuck. Well, no, it just means you have to train legs more. You have a brutally strong upper body. But it's my knee injury that's holding me back. Otherwise, my knees are going to be better. Otherwise, my squat normally is over 200 pounds more than my best bench. Yeah, I'll send my girl. Alright? I mean, I'll check out the girl. Gonna find a way to end this live video if I can. Peace out. Oh, little deuces.